Hey guys, I am here. Hey guys. It took a minute, but I made it. I made it. It took a minute, but I made it. Yo, gotta turn this off, otherwise this is hella annoying. We don't need it. Awesome. I can pause this as well. We do not need that. And I definitely need some music today. Otherwise I'll go crazy. Please tell me if it's too loud, boys. If it's too loud, I will lower the volume. Definitely need to mute the in-game music, otherwise this is gonna be a mess. I think like this is fine, right? Should be. Should be. I can turn this off.
I don't believe it!
Kidding.
It's just as I expected.
Yo, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome, welcome.
I don't believe it!
Kidding.
It's just as I expected.
Alright.
I don't believe it!
Yeah, I need to mute this for a second,
It's
otherwise
just as I
I'll go
expected.
mental. Sadly, not very accurate, again. Okay. Everything should work now. Guys, I gotta go in a couple of minutes, around 3 or 4, to grab my laundry, basically. It won't take too it won't take too long though, no worries. It will not take too long. Okay, yeah, let's finish all of the dailies for today. And other stuff I haven't done yet. That's quite important. Guys, we will play a couple of different games today compared to other streams, since it's gonna be mostly a waiting game today until the World Cup game begins at 11 PM CET. So we have a couple of hours, and therefore, yeah, we do not have that much Naruto online content for that, which means I'm gonna play other games in between as well. Which makes totally sense, right? Yeah, this I have done already. Okay, so what do we have today? Yeah, this I missed, sadly. It is how it is. Have I done all of my weeklies? Yeah, I did. We could also try going back into time space, however it's gonna be incredibly rough. The people above us are way stronger. That's a bit sad. So what else do we have? We have war. Okay, so that's going on in an hour. So basically just war. Okay. Yeah. We'll do the best out of it. But for now, boys, I will grab my laundry. I'm gonna be back in like 2 minutes, boys. Give me a second. Alright, boys, I am back. Took a little bit longer than I expected. Anyways, I'm here. I am here. I still gotta grind arena if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Yo. One fight, let's see how long it takes. Let's see how long that takes. But you're still seeing the hiding screen shit. My bad. My bad, my bad. Let's see if we can even find anybody. Doesn't look too good so far. Boys, I'll be there in a second. I'm just gonna finish my laundry. Shouldn't take too long though. If there's anything you would like to know or would like to share, feel free to write it in the chat, boys. Sorry boys, I'll be there. Just a couple of pieces left. Sorry about that. A little bit messy today. Alright, boys, I am back. Hope you all doing good, man. For some reason, I'm not able to find anybody. What is going on here? Let's lower the volume a little bit here as well. So what's going on, man? No one playing, or what's the issue? No one is playing. Yeah, that's quite annoying. Not gonna lie. Because there's not that much apart from that which I could do right now. Yo, Heaven, hey Reaper, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, boys, I think we just have to wait, I guess, until war starts and people play the game, actually. Oh, never mind, we still have our challenge tickets as well, so let's use all of them. That is something we still have to do. That is pretty good. We still gotta do that, so that's pretty good. Maybe that's why I'm not finding anybody, since all are searching for the ticket queues on ranked mode, I guess. That could make sense. I just noticed, by the way, that the sub goal could be a little bit lower. I think I like it better this way. Yeah, let's keep it like that. By the way, boys, if you are able to hear my cooling fan, I am sorry, but it is hot in here and I cannot stay inside here without it, so it is how it is. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, but that won't change. At least for this stream. Man, I'm in such a good mood, boys. I hope you all as well. Also, the members window could also be a little bit lower. Where is it? Right here. I feel like it's in the way no matter where, right? At least kind of. I'll put it here. Should be a little bit better now. Right, where did I grab this? Oh, there it is. Okay. Back on track. Let's see how many more we can find. Yeah, of course we will participate in Great Ninja War. Of course. But that won't happen until like an hour or so, right? What time is it right now? Yeah. 6:30. So we still have a little bit of time until that begins. Boys, we're gonna stream like a long time today. We probably won't... It's probably gonna be around 7 hours. Depending how long the football game also will be. So it's gonna be a long ass stream today. Let's see who of you will last until the end. Are you an English fan, bro? Or do you like... You just like the team more? Or are you overall like an England supporter? Ah, nice, nice, nice. So what do you say about the game against Argentina? Was it... Yeah, was it just Tuchel's fault, or would you also say the players kinda sucked at the end? Rigged? Nah, man, are you one of those? Please. Let's not begin with that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a hard choice, right? You had so many good players like Declan, Reece James was also, I think, exhausted as fuck. Like, all of these guys had so many, yeah, minutes of playtime this season, right? So, compared to the Argentinians, dude, they haven't even played, like, probably a third of the playtime of a Declan Rice, man. They're just done for. So, there's no wonder they can't, or they're out of breath, right? Minute 70, so I don't know. That's a bit of a Premier League gap. They have so much playtime over there, and dude, they can't take a breath, right? It's incredibly rough. England fell off second half was, compared to the first half, was pretty... Yeah, the refs in general, this whole World Cup are terrible. I agree. They are awful. Absolute horrendous. No matter who plays. I don't know what's going on there, man. Rest from Timo, honestly, you're totally right, yeah. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. I mean, at the end of the day, it is how it is, right? We can just pray that the last couple of games are gonna get called good, right? I mean, I would at least say that the semifinals were pretty alright when it comes to the refs. Just the semifinals so far. So hopefully the third place and the first place game will be the same. Yeah, I think not. I mean, I hope that Spain wins, of course, as well, right? But I also think that Spain will win. I just don't see Argentina playing around the incredibly smart game of the Spanish players. I think they're just, when it comes to tactics and stuff, they're just way too smart. They won't give the ball away and probably won't give into that type of, yeah, rough football. So they will just keep the possession, take their chances and score eventually. But it could also be otherwise. We cannot say for sure, right? I wouldn't agree with game changing, honestly. I mean, there were like, I would say there were like 2 critical calls in the whole World Cup where it has been pretty weird. Or not weird, but where those were clear mistakes, right? But I think apart from that, it's all like, yeah, you could call it that way, but you could also call it otherwise. For me, there's just two big wrong decisions. I feel like the biggest example of worst card was a guy stepping on a guy's leg and he just got like a yellow card and can't remember for sure. And then Messi did the same. Wait. Don't tell me you believe that. That was AI, bro. Or do you mean like from the first game? Or do you mean against England? Because against England that shit was totally AI. That never happened. Okay. Yeah, that one was at least like very discussable, right? I totally agree with that. Okay. Yeah, because there are some people who, I don't know, have just some TikTok brains and actually believe everything they see over there. And there were a couple of clips where apparently Messi, I think it was on Gonza. No, I can't remember exactly which name he has. And apparently he stepped on his foot and he cried and stuff, as completely out of conscience, just to, I don't know, spread fake news, I guess. Some people are actually retarded on the internet. So boys, until war starts, what would you rather watch me play? Should we continue with my career? It's like a manager career mode on FC. You probably know it if you have played FC before yourself. We basically coach like our own team. I started from Division 4, EFL League 2 I think it is, right, in England. And I think currently I think it's the first season of the second English league. I kind of forgot the name right now. We have like a very limited budget, stuff like that, and we gotta coach our boys to the, in best case, at some point, the Champions League. Or I would play Apex, honestly. Apex also kind of cool right now. I would be down for both. I kind of know what it is, but I've never seen the gameplay of it. I mean, it's pretty interesting. Like I said, we basically manage our own team, but the overall gameplay is completely played by the computer, so we have no influence on how they actually play, right? So there's a little bit of RNG included, but of course as well what tactics you're running and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how entertaining that is to watch. But we could also like figure out stuff together, like which player we should sign next, stuff like that, right? Because we have around a little bit more than, or a little bit less than an hour after this shit is done. But yeah, I don't care. We could do both. I would also be down for Apex, and after war is done, then we hop on manager career mode, since that takes a little bit longer as well, and we could just play a couple of games of Apex and then jump right back to Naruto Online. So that would also work. Yeah, by the way, I hate this song. I gotta skip this immediately. Immediately. Oh god. The meme song of the year. I don't know which year it was, but it was awful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play some Apex and later we hop into the FC mode. I think that is a little bit cooler for now. Until I find a total pain. Yeah, if you do not have one on your own, then it's always a bit tough, right? I get it. Yo, Shoko, I actually have one of the skins. I've been min-maxing Axel a little bit since the skins came out, man. But they're so expensive, right? Like, I was fighting for my life. I mean, I still had some... Yeah, I play ranked. I only play ranked. I only play ranked, of course. By the way, I'm playing Stretch, boys. If there's anything weird going on for you guys, screen-wise, then... yeah, just let me know, honestly. I will try to fix it. But I think it should be fine. You heard Suck Diamond? Damn. I haven't really played a lot since I was Masters. A couple of seasons ago. Then I kinda left the game for I think at least a year in total. And now I'm just playing like every now and then, honestly. But the last 2 seasons weren't that bad, but I didn't really grind it how I did it back in the day. So, yeah. I mean, look at that, we are currently sitting at plat 3. Same, I got lucky with the air rooms since like I kind of mix. I was like, I must play. Yo, I don't know where I am currently at with my... like, there's a pity system, right? I have no clue where I am, bro. I'm like level 300-ish, 40-ish, around that. I'm pretty sure I have opened a good amount of packs. Dude, there's no heirloom. No one. I'm not getting that. Maybe in this stream, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm spending the lowest amount of money I possibly can on every game. Especially games I do not have as my main game anymore. Especially in those cases. But speaking of spending money, boys, you might have seen it already at the beginning of the stream. I kinda took the first place in Enos today. I play Naruto too, just to chill. Yeah, I get it. I mean, to games like League of Legends or like Apex, those type of games, you just also you need to have the time, right, to really grind those games. I feel like if I know that I can barely play 100 games a season, that it's not really worth going for the high ranks. Because especially in my case, I need a couple of games until like I'm, yeah, to a decent level again where I can go for that rank. If I haven't played in like a month or so, it feels like a hard reset every time, man. I play like shit. There's a full stack really. Give me that.
They're focusing on me. These will pierce them.
Oh, there's. Yo, I have seen. There's so much shit going on here. Ah, shit. Let's see. Okay, looks like we get the reset. Wow, I think I gotta run, boys. I'm running.
The dark pierces through.
Move down.
I am dipping for now. Yeah, why not? Hopla.
Care package being delivered.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with 4 hours, but I mean that would be best case, right? But at least 3. At least 3 hours. I agree with that. Everything below is a little bit rough. By the way, can I find a heavy mask? Or not heavy mask, a heavy weapon? Come on, man. What is going on here? I'm just finding light weapons. Where's my flatline?
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
I have a gold man though, that's incredibly lucky. You could go back in if you're down.
Let's explore that way.
Eyes on an enemy here.
Close.
Grabbing that.
There's one. Enemy here.
Not bad, not bad. You beamed that guy. Running incredibly low on ammo though. I have barely any ammo. You have light ammo? Hoppa. Oh shit. 1720 x 180 I think. I want that. I would like to swap out the alternator. I don't need that.
by the earth.
Optics for that. For a backpack, that's huge.
Competitor there.
I'm gonna try going for the flank.
So that's it. Bravo.
Care package there. A short run for me.
Last one down.
By the way, have they lowered the magazine size? I feel like 20 is nothing.
Kickstart the party. Kaputt.
Ah, shit.
Here, take Doc. He'll fix you up. Fire.
Ah, 2 teams again.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Another squad. I'm up.
Okay, that's kinda cool. Not my favorite amp, but definitely usable. They're sniping over there. No, I took the wrong one. Ah, shit, they're both dead. Again. I'm not sure if I can miss them. I don't think so. Can I go for a race or is it quite impossible?
I don't think you can.
It's one team, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe to fight with the other team. Yeah, let's risk it.
Let's steer that way.
Wait, I'm trolling. We have a support on the team.
Replicated there. You can still get some use out of it. Got backup teammates
Ah, that's unfortunate. Took the wrong path. That's how it is.
Roger.
Yeah, sadly they weren't that useful. Sometimes in the life. Yo, bye bye, bro. Have a good one. Looks like we ain't getting actual this game.
I take the calm right out of
Never met a problem a diluted phthalate compound explosive couldn't fix.
Dropping instantly, boys.
Trust your teammates.
One more squad.
Come on, we should go over here.
Let's see what we can make out of that.
Got me on with an enemy nearby.
Yeah, I think I'll swap.
We've got a competitor here.
Let me drop my
So
ult.
slow. Use this nitro gauge. They're shooting at me.
Ready to fall back.
Oi, gonna use a void nexus.
Let's see where this void nexus takes me.
Yeah, I have no optic, man. I don't have the weapon for that. I need to get closer.
So slow. Use this nitro gauge. They're shooting at me.
Trying to get a flank.
Care package being delivered.
Here's a nitro gauge. Pick up the pace.
come on, man. Are we just standing behind there and doing nothing?
Repeat, I am down. Pull over here. Enemy being revived here.
Got a squatty down.
How is there nowhere? Oh, there it is. At least one of them.
I have our friend's banner.
No way. That's why I hate this weapon, man. I deal no
Smash
damage.
an opponent's shield.
Head over here. I'm tired. Through the gate. Send out a fallback.
He has to be close.
Taking a void nexus.
Reckon I'll use a void nexus. Save my dogs a few bucks. Move there. Figure that, eh?
That's him.
Use an rifle gauge. Pick up the pace.
I shouldn't have dropped my weapon for
Enemy over
that.
there.
I'm stupid.
Suspicious.
Boy, enemy knuckle cluster. Drones over there.
Yo, how many people are getting revived here? What is going on?
Launching me knuckle cluster.
Getting shot at. Enemy shield is coming.
Here comes the motherfucker.
This will kickstart something interesting.
Enemy.
I'm quite far from my team. I just realized.
They're shooting at me.
Yo, climb.
Bugger, I'm down.
Enemy shield is kaput. I'm down.
Fallback's in play.
These guys, man.
Shield crack. Enemy shield.
Oh man.
But I keep him in my rear view.
I need heavy ammo.
Cannot die like that, man.
Moving in here.
pathetic.
Win this thing together. Semper Fi or die.
Oh, looks like a decent team. Let's find that out ourselves. Yeah, I would like to drop on a... This looks about right. What is this, man?
With the whole squad. No quarter finished. Throw in an star.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Backpack here. Level 3.
Thank you. Backpack here. Thanks. Taking fire.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Taking fire.
Do not stop.
I'm down.
Evo harvesters are now available.
This guy's on a mission, huh?
Gotta watch each other's back.
Enemy shield is captured.
Giving him the chimney. Rendezvous here. Red. Up in the chimney. Spotted.
Yeah, that's the
Double
for now.
timing it.
Put knife gate down. Speed out.
I'm pretty low on ammo.
Thanks.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Got a replicator there. Grab whatever you can carry.
is that? I think it's just a optic, right?
I need an extended light mag.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting. Smoke out.
Ah, no Moby. Yeah, let's just go to the replicator.
Replicator there. Stock up.
Got back our teammate's banner. Putting down the respawn beacon.
Deploying respawn beacon. Spotted. Double timing it. Top of the chimney. Enemy over there.
Kickstarts on cover.
Can't separate it right now.
Double
Do not
timing it.
connect. Kena putus tadi.
Throwing Arc Star. They're shooting at me. Shattered an enemy shield.
We took that out. What did you?
Over there.
I would like to take that drop. Okay, this time I took the right amp and the right upgrade.
Good taste, as always. I know what the lady wants.
Is there no normal side? Come on. Please ping me emergency ammo.
treasures here. You're welcome.
Get
Ready.
He's
There's an
racing.
enemy close by.
One of them is one. I have no clue which one though. Behind us, behind us. Finish them, finish them.
Grenade, move! Arc star out. Throwing thermite.
Full smoke.
Double timing it.
Yeah, full team on me.
Giving him the chimney.
Just pushing, just pushing. Here. He's low.
Off the way.
Feierabend. The
Enemy
whole
that way.
squad is out. Get me. Smash an opponent's shield.
It's a... Could camp here for a second.
I need shotgun ammo.
My squad mates stalled out. Stay close to me.
I desperately need energy ammo. Ah shit, full team.
They're shooting at me. Smash an opponent's shield.
Here on left. Off the mark. Spotted. Frag out. Grenade. Got me. I'm down.
We've got another squad member.
Let's go this way.
Care package over there.
Hostile. Danger close. Don't help me yet. It's not safe. Head this way.
In progress. Attention.
Maybe check.
Ah, scheiß auf. I wanted to finish them off, man. Didn't work out. Unlucky. Wasn't the best idea I have ever had. But man, the devotion goes crazy with the Axel. With the Axel Q. You can spray so good, man. Oh, just realized it's an early war. Fuck. That was my bad. Didn't pay enough attention to it. We have a couple more minutes though. Hopefully this will be enough. could YOLO it one round, honestly. Just hot drop and go for it.
This is 1.2 million volts. I'm
Oh, nice.
landing there will position us well.
It's all or nothing.
Ignore, let's steer that way.
No, there's no fucking weapons flying around. Turned out worse than I expected it.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
He's not really reachable. Where's the other one? I don't even see him. Huh? Oh, he left. Oh, wow. Wait, is this guy an idiot? LML.
Putting out a respawn beacon.
Oh, ich habe das Banner gar nicht. I thought I had the banner. I'm such an idiot. Yikes.
Frag out. Nitro gate.
Oh my god.
Shield.
Yeah, sadly, that didn't really work out. I have no ammo. I don't wanna piss these guys off and just be annoying. Look at that. What is going on here? What a perfect third party. And where is he get? Yeah. Often that is the case. That is true. But I wouldn't call me washed just yet. Maybe in a couple of years, but not yet. At least not entirely. Yeah, let's see if we can revive. If we can revive the teammate. But I also just want to die, so I will jump right into that. Where the fuck is this guy? He's so close.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Ah, shit. Okay. That was a little bit too much. But maybe I still fucked them up, who knows. Okay, now... I mean, we did make some RP. Not incredibly much, but a little bit. Let's jump back to Naruto Online. Because I would like to at least do the war regularly. Without any weird stuff. I also noticed the music stopped, right? We can go with the in-game music though for a while now. Why not? Oh, maybe not. I like this one a little bit more right now. Boys, 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 I feel good, man. I feel good. Oops. Oh, we have a ton of normal skill scrolls, I just realized. Let's use them. We could try fighting again in arena. Let's see if we find anybody. Do not worry about it, he's not that difficult to get. You will get him eventually. He's not that incredibly difficult to get. You will get him, no worries. Well. I think we should beat this guy pretty easily. We might take a little bit of damage now, but it doesn't really matter, we have Nagato. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Nagato Winter is better than Kabuto for arena type modes. I'm like almost convinced he is. Yeah, he is sadly faster than us, which makes this a little bit difficult. Nah, Tsunada's ass compared to those guys. I play on D, brother. We do not have a Lucky Snatch right now. We had Lucky Snatch last event cycle. Not right now. No, I honestly think that Tsunade reverse seal is incredibly bad for arena. She doesn't provide anything except stall, but she doesn't really help you winning matches or fights. So I don't see her being good. Yeah, with 10 though, I mean that's true, but I don't know. I would have to really test her out in order to say that clearly. Katsushi? Who is Katsushi? Who do you mean, bro? I have no clue who, which guy do you mean? Wait, am I tripping? Who do you mean, bro? There is no great ninja Wakatsushi. Either I'm stupid right now, or I have no clue who you mean. But some names also are different on, like some names of the ninjas could have different names depending on the region you play, but I for sure have never heard that name. That I know for certain. Okay, let's begin this. And let's register for war. Kitsushi. Bro, are we playing the same game? Are we sure that we are playing the same game? Oh, this guy. Dude, I've never seen him being used, like, ever. Nah. Nah, he's not good, bro. He is definitely not good. Oh, sorry about that. So let's put our war team together. Our assistant team would be kind of cool. I mean, I have to use those two. Where is he? I don't see him. There he is. Could also... Nah, I need him. I need him. We cannot afford going for less. Yeah, we can let them put our second account to some final battle units. You're really gonna support those guys? Oh, what is... Oh my god, what is going on right now? If this continues, I won't be having enough energy for later, man. Yo, by the way, guys, we are actually getting a live action movie of Naruto. I still can't believe it myself, man. I would like to watch a video about that in a couple of minutes together with you, because I would like to get some infos on that, man. Still can't believe that shit. By the way, guys, is this just that warm just for me, or is it in your country as well? Like, in Germany, it's still so warm, bro. I gotta open my window at least a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Let's see. Yo, this song is pissing me off for some reason. Wait, we didn't even have a fight. Come on. That's boring. Okay, at least my other account has a fight. We can watch that a little bit. Why not? Let me turn on the volume though. And watch it a little bit here. They will not get my money. It's gonna be purposely be made terrible to get money here. Was warm but not cooled down a little bit, 18 degrees for me. Yeah, for German standards, it's still pretty warm. That really depends on your account, bro. And what units you already have and not. This doesn't look too fair. If there's no one else, then this is already over. I can already imagine that there's no one else. Chances are pretty high. Yo, never mind. That it was already it. That was disappointing. Maybe the next one is a little bit more interesting. We will see. At least we can check it out, or we at least can check out the video now. I would like to watch together with you guys.
Have been making
because this guy explains what's actually going on with the whole live action stuff, since I have not really checked it out yet. Yeah, this game is cooked, man.
It's been over a decade that people have been making clickbait articles and videos about this esoteric Naruto live-action movie or TV series that would never happen. Of course, they're going to get some views and some money by lying to people that are going to click on the video or article, but now it's finally true. Apparently, that esoteric live-action Naruto movie is going to happen because the official Naruto website has announced it and has given us some information about it. So I'm going to read to you the short article they published talking about the movie movie and also give my opinion. As Lionsgate ramps up pre-production on its highly anticipated adaptation of Naruto, which has built a massive fan base as one of the world's most popular manga franchises, the studio and filmmaker Destin Daniel Cretton, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. The director of Spider-Man Brand New Day are launching...
Oh, so at least with in theory, a competent director. Alright.
a global casting search for the 3 young shinobi of Team 7, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Casting for other characters will follow. In launching the casting call on social media, Cretton said, Kishimoto Sensei's stories have inspired generations of fans around the world, and it's an honor to bring his world and characters to the big screen in live action for the first time. I'm thrilled to kick off this worldwide casting search for our Team 7 and bring the incredible universe of Naruto to life. And after that, we have a quote from Kishimoto himself, who said, right now, miracles are happening to me, one after another. My work, Naruto, is truly becoming a Hollywood movie. And an even greater miracle is that the movie will be directed by the one and only Destin Daniel Cretton. I still cannot believe it. If so many miracles have already come together, then let us hope for even more. I am eagerly looking forward to the miraculous encounters that will bring us extraordinary and passionate actors. I cannot wait to meet my characters in the film. And that was Kishimoto's quote. And I have to say, you have to like his enthusiasm at least and his hopefulness. And to be honest here, Kishimoto is asking...
Yo, still, we haven't heard yet if it's gonna be classic or Shippuden, right? But, dude, I kinda would rather like to have Shippuden live action rather than a classic. I don't know, I feel like if they're being child's men or like really young adults, like 12 years old, I think they were. Man, that could get really cringe, not gonna lie.
For another miracle, which he's going to need if this movie is going to be any good. Because if there is anything we can say about anime,
oh yeah, that movie is also trash.
Into live action by Western media, oh, they don't have a really good track record, do they? So let's talk about everything there is to.
Have you guys seen the Dragon Ball movie? I mean, I think at least I felt like parts of it weren't even that bad, but on total, like the story didn't even make any sense. You think they have to make it like early? Yeah, it's probably gonna be cringe, yeah. I honestly think the same. Dude, I cannot with the S today. I honestly think the same. But I don't know, early Naruto could be worse than like early Shippuden, in my opinion at least.
Oh, they don't have a really good track record, do they? So let's talk about everything there is to know about the movie so far. It's in pre-production, so nothing has been filmed yet. The characters haven't yet been casted. They're trying to find them as of right now. But one thing we know is that Lionsgate will be the studio, which is not necessarily bad news. They have made good and bad movies, just like pretty much any other studio out there. And when it comes to the director, I have to admit I have only seen one of the movies he's directed, which is Shang-Chi, so I can't judge too much about the guy's work, but the fact that his movies are so inexpressive, up until now at least, that...
All I would ask is that if they do at least the cast, I'm gonna be taken serious. Yeah, not to be racist, but I understand. Like, yeah, I know. I feel the same, man. I feel the same. They have to look accurate and have to really do a good job on their personalities. Honestly, I feel like the live action of One Piece did a pretty good job on that. Like, at least for the main crew, their personalities match pretty good, man. They found pretty good people for that. You have to give them that.
The new Spider-Man movie is about to come out and he was director, means the guy is not exactly, you know, the greatest director in Hollywood at the time, and Shang-Chi was a painfully mediocre movie. Now, to be fair, the directing wasn't the issue mostly, it was the writing. The directing, as far as I remember, because I watched this movie once, like 5 years ago, was pretty good in some parts. There were some interesting looking fight scenes with cool choreography and locations, so the guy can probably direct well. And because he's directing these big blockbuster movies now, he's probably a very very good choice, to be honest. He's not a schmuck they just plucked out of the street and gave him a job to direct a Naruto movie, just like they plucked Kishimoto out of the street and gave him a job to draw the sequel to Naruto. And I guess I'm gonna have to go watch this new Spider-Man movie now, just because the guy is gonna direct a Naruto movie, so I can have a little bit more intel on what the guy's capable of. So honestly, as far as first impressions go, when it comes to the director, it's a good choice. Let me know in the comments if you have watched any of the other movies this guy has made.
Dude, I don't think I recognize any of them.
It's a good choice. Let me know in the comments.
Do you guys recognize any of those? American-born, Chinese, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Just Mercy, The Glass Castle. Dude, I've never heard of any of those. Gonna keep it real, man. Yeah.
Comments if you have watched any of the other movies this guy has made. And to be honest, it feels like the guy is a Naruto fan and that he knows the source material, which is always a good thing, right? So that gives us at least a glimmer of hope that this movie is gonna be any good. But I hate to break it to you, odds are this is gonna be a horrible movie and it's gonna be a disaster for the franchise. I really hate to say it, and I hope I'm proved wrong, but I'm gonna be listing the reasons as to why a Naruto movie is most likely never going to work. Number one reason, even though the director may be competent, we don't know who's going to write this movie, and let's be real here, writing is more important than directing. We don't know how much involved
True.
Kishimoto will be.
Writing
Maybe he's
is
not going to
for
be
sure
involved at all, and that's not
more
a good
important.
sign.
Yeah, man, I feel like Kishimoto would have to write the script himself, man. I mean, I'm not a Boruto hater, right? Like, I think the show is still pretty decent. It has its incredibly cool moments. It has its really boring moments throughout the show. But in total, I wouldn't say it's completely dog shit, right? I think it's pretty cool still. I enjoy it a lot. But yeah, man. It would be way better if Kishimoto himself would at least write the script and direct it. Or sub-direct it somehow. But who knows?
Much involved Kishimoto will be. Maybe he's not going to be involved.
I can't when they have those cringe avatars. Yeah, man. Probably.
At all, and that's not a good sign whatsoever. And if the movie's not well written, if the movie distorts the source material, it's by default gonna be pretty damn horrible. I'm not saying the movie has to be a one-by-one copy of the manga, but it has to have the same spirit. And if we take a look at other live-action adaptations of things similar to Naruto, like the Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action, that's so freaking garbage. It managed to be worse than the M. Night Shyamalan live-action adaptation of Avatar, and that's saying something. And I know Avatar is not technically an anime, but it's kind of like an anime, right? It has a power system, the characters are sort of drawn like anime characters, it's even made by an anime studio. And if you compare Avatar to Naruto, at least when it comes to translating things on screen, there are some similarities, like the usage of elemental abilities.
Yeah, I also dislike them quite a lot. At least, I think I've seen the movie back in the day. The new series I haven't watched, honestly, so I can't really say much about that, but from what I've heard, it's also not that great.
And we see that Avatar has struggled a lot to make them look cool and realistic. And
I mean, they look so goofy. Look at that, man. That's not Zuko. Look at this guy. Let's be honest here, man.
To even resemble something that feels interesting and imposing. There are a lot of other reasons as to why the Netflix Avatar is so garbage, like excessive and useless exposition, character assassination, nonsensical plot. I could be here all day, but this video is not about Avatar. On the flip side, we have the One Piece live action.
I just said it. I just said it a couple of minutes ago. The One Piece live action adaptation is honestly pretty good. I would even go that far. You couldn't make it better, honestly. I think this is as best as it can get.
which I've heard mixed reviews about. Now, I've only read 55 chapters of One Piece and dropped it, and I've never seen a whole episode of the One Piece live-action show. However, I've heard opinions from several different people, and as I said, they are mixed. The quote-unquote normies tend to say it was pretty good. The more diehard One Piece manga fans tend not to like it as much. Some hate it, some just think it's okay and kinda meh, and some manga fans quite like it, but I've never seen a One Piece manga fan or even anime fan saying that they prefer the live-action show over the original. And to be honest, every single clip that I've seen from this show out of context looked like garbage. Though there's a big thing about the One Piece live-action show, which is that Oda was very much involved, and he was calling the shots essentially, as far as I heard. He was being a dictator, which for this context, a very good thing, saying that if they don't do things his way, then they don't get a show. And that's obviously one of the reasons why the One Piece live-action show
That's the best
is
approach,
like the
honestly, though.
only anime adaptation that worked into live-action in the West. And I guess there's The Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat. I think it's the second name they gave to that.
Both
movie,
are
with
ass.
Tom
Okay,
Cruise and Emily Blunt. Pretty good movie, actually, and that's a manga adaptation. I think it came out in 2013 or something. But these are the two examples, and as I said, the One Piece live-action is kind of mixed. And if you have an opinion on the One Piece live-action, let me know in the comments. Because if you compare the Avatar adaptation to the One Piece, then it's clear that the presence of the author is important, because the original Avatar guys just completely dropped the Netflix project because of creative differences, and even though they made Korra, so they're not in the clear here because Korra is one of the worst things ever made by a human, they at least had the sense of not attaching their name to a story that's gonna put Katara and Sokka in the tunnel of lovers together instead of putting Katara and Aang. Like, dude, what? This is not Game of Thrones, it's Avatar. So we don't know who's gonna write the Naruto movie, we don't know if Kishimoto is gonna be involved, but at least we know that it seems like the director is a Naruto fan. But then the next question is, what are they even going to do, and how are they gonna do it? Because if you think about it, both the Avatar and One Piece live-action series are, well, TV shows. You have a lot more time in a TV show to develop the characters and progress the plot than you have in a movie, which is gonna be
True.
2 hours max, and it's likely not gonna be that. If I were to guess, I would say the Naruto live-action movie is gonna be 1 hour and 40 minutes. And that's just not a lot of time. Even if you discard the anime's horrible pacing, it would be very difficult to fit the Land of Waves arc in this live-action movie in a cohesive way, because I'm assuming that's what they're going to do, right? They're gonna do the first arc of the series, and if they want to do the Land of Waves arc, they first have to do the introduction with the bell test. I think they wouldn't do the Mizuki thing from chapter 1, they would probably just fuse things together, but they have to introduce Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura after they introduce Naruto in the beginning of the movie, and then they have to go into the Land of Waves arc, so I suppose the first act of the movie could be that introduction. Naruto graduating the academy, the bell test, Team 7 coming together. The beginning of the second act is them going to the Land of Waves arc, and then of course there's all the developments that happen over there. The third act begins when Team 7 heads to the bridge for their final confrontation with Zabuza and Haku, leaving Naruto behind. And of course the movie ends with Team 7 saving the Land of Waves from Gato and his thugs, and Zabuza redeeming himself. And yeah, they're gonna have to cut some stuff, but I think it can work, even if you cut some important scenes that are necessary to be cut. And that's
Difficult.
because the Land of Waves
Very
arc
difficult.
is not that big, at least in the manga. It ends in chapter 33, and if you make the story as lean as possible, I think you can do it. Now, maybe it would feel a little bit rushed.
Yeah, I was
but
about to say that.
with
It's
skill
probably gonna
writer,
feel
that's
rushed.
possible. Of course, something like Konohamaru and the entire second chapter of the series would have to be cut, for example. A few more mundane interactions between Team 7 would also have to be cut. Maybe even some plot points in the Land of Waves itself. But for this specific arc, I believe it's doable. And when you think about a live-action movie, the good thing about the Land of Waves arc is that it's the least flamboyant arc when it comes to characters, creatures, and jutsus. Things are much more
True.
grounded because the characters are not that strong yet.
True,
And even
true,
Kakashi
true.
and Zabuza, who are the Jonin, don't use
There were a lot of
anything too
taijutsu
strange.
fights.
Of course, there are things like the water dragons clashing, but with special effects, I think that can look good. Things like Kakashi's Raikiri are pretty straightforward and could look good on screen, and people have been doing special effects Raikiris ever since 2003 and posting on YouTube, so yeah, a professional studio wouldn't have a problem with those. There are Haku's mirrors, there is Sasuke's Sharingan and Kakashi's Sharingan, Sharingan as well. There's also the Nine Tails' chakra when Naruto goes ballistic against Haku. And honestly, as far as special effects go, if they're done well, I think all those jutsus can look good on screen. You're not gonna run into the problem of having Gamabunta, this massive talking toad, fighting against a massive sand tanuki in the middle of a forest. That would be much more difficult to pull off with special effects. And you know, not make it look absolutely stupid. And it really helps that Naruto's main jutsu is a shadow clone jutsu, which is one of the most basic effects you can possibly make. It's the first effect people learn when they're trying to do special effects, to create a clone of yourself. Now, one thing that I'm really skeptical about is gonna be the character design, because they look kind of strange. And honestly, I've seen so many Naruto cosplays that I fear that just seeing a Konoha vest in live action is gonna feel like a cosplay regardless of how good it looks. Also, Sakura's pink hair is either gonna look goofy because it's gonna be pink, just like it is in the anime, and for a person to have completely pink hair, it just looks strange, or they're going to tone it down to like a light red and it's not gonna look as impactful. So that's gonna be a lose-lose situation regardless of what they do. And yeah, when we take a look at the other two major live action series that are going on right now, Avatar and One Piece, the outfits look okay for the most part, but I would say that at least for the beginning of the series, when you compare Naruto, One Piece, and Avatar, Naruto has the most flamboyant and different outfits. So I think this would be something they would struggle with. However, one good thing about it being a movie and not a TV show is that they're gonna have way more budget. That's just how it works. They're gonna get way more money per minute of film than what a show gets. And so they can invest more on the characters looking good on their outfits. This also means that, in theory at least, the Naruto movie is supposed to look better and have better cinematography than the live action shows, which would be a welcome change. Now, the casting is a bit of an issue here, because Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are 12 years old in Naruto Part 1. They are very young. People
I feel like you would have to cast like young Europeans, right? I wouldn't cast like Asians for it. I feel like Asians doesn't really fit in anime, and many anime adaptations to begin with, because they don't look in the show like they're Asian, right? They look like average European folk. So yeah, I feel like that could also be quite a problem, man. I feel like, yeah, like I've said, I feel like they would have to really cast just European guys for all of the roles. Maybe here and there one... I mean, Guy could be Asian, Tenten could be Asian, right? There are some exceptions, but for the most part, please just cast Europeans, man.
People tend to forget this. Not literally forget, but sort of disassociate from their minds that those three characters are literal kids fighting in a warlike scenario. And getting three kids, first of all, getting child actors that act well is very difficult.
Also true.
George Lucas can attest to that. But also, if they do a sequel or something, if they're planning to at least go forward with the series, that means the characters are gonna grow up, and they're supposed to have the same age in the tuning exams. They're not supposed to age too much, but they are obviously gonna be, what, 3 to 4 years older when they film the next movie? So that complicates things. It's gonna be hard for them to find right actors for the job, and they're probably gonna get only one movie out of them in the correct age. Unless they start Team 7 at the ages of 15 or something, so they can look like teenagers from the get-go, which is much easier for you to get actors, but then that completely diminishes a lot of things from the Naruto universe itself. You know, Naruto is a story about child soldiers. People don't think about the story that way, but it definitely is that, and you can take a look at the Madara Hashirama flashbacks to understand how heavy those themes are. The same thing goes for the Kakashi and Obito flashback. So regardless of what they do with the casting, it's gonna be difficult, and I think they're definitely gonna get unknown actors, just like Harry Potter and the new Harry Potter series even, and hopefully they get actors that look like the characters. That would be a good surprise if it happened. But because of this casting problem, and because they haven't really announced that this is gonna be a trilogy of movies or a series of movies, I have the feeling they're not going to adapt to Land of Waves exactly, at least. I get the feeling they're gonna do something original, quote-unquote, that's gonna be sort of an amalgama of several elements from the Naruto series put into that movie. Kinda like the Death Note movie from Netflix. Okay, that one is just absolute garbage. I don't think the Naruto movie is gonna be as bad as Netflix's Death Note, but I think it could have the same spirit of you picking several elements from the series and doing your own thing, because we just have one movie to do all that stuff. And if people like it, we can make a sequel later. Like, we're gonna call it Naruto Shippuden live action or something. That was Netflix's strategy for Death Note. They did a little bit of sequel baiting at the end of the movie. Of course, it didn't work because everybody hated that movie, rightfully so. And honestly, if that's their plan, if their plan is to do something kind of original with the Naruto live action movie, it's doomed to fail. It's gonna be horrible. There's no way around it. I mean, even if they try to adapt a manga arc, it's already very likely that the movie is gonna be garbage. But if they try to do something original, if they try to quote-unquote adapt Naruto to a modern audience, they have no chance. And I fear that's what they're going to do. But we can't know for certain. We have to see at least a trailer to get a better idea. But the question is, why even make a live-action Naruto movie? Well, number one, money, of course. This movie is not gonna have the budget of a Marvel movie. It's gonna have a decent budget, but not those abysmally large budgets that any Marvel movie gets now, and they barely break even because they're so garbage. So with a modest but considerably higher budget than a TV show would have, it's likely the Naruto movie will make some money. After all, a lot of people love Naruto, there's a lot of nostalgia for it, and if the trailers look good or mildly exciting, at least people are gonna be enticed and will want to see the story. So yeah, money is obviously the number one answer. However, there are other reasons as to why a live action movie would benefit the franchise. First, it could introduce the franchise to people that would never watch anime/manga. There are a lot of people that just don't touch those mediums and they watch movies and TV shows. A lot of people watched One Piece because it's live action, and maybe they're just going to watch the live action, but maybe they're gonna get enticed enough to read the manga or watch the anime and start to consume more stuff from that franchise. The same thing could
be the
happen
case,
to
yes.
Naruto if the movie is competent enough to attract the normies at least. And yes, if you ask a Gen Alpha or Gen Z person what Naruto is, they are probably gonna have at least heard about it, but when it comes to people that are older, millennials plus, a lot of them haven't heard about Naruto, and those are the people that tend not to watch anime in the West, at least. In Japan, it's much more common, but still. And so entirely new chunks of audience could get introduced to the franchise, which is always a good thing to keep it lively and thriving. But of course, this only works if the movie is competent. It worked for One Piece because it was competent. It didn't quite work for Avatar because the TV show is garbage. The Netflix one, of course. And even if it isn't, I remember when The Last Airbender from Shyamalan came out, and some older people were watching the movie with their kids, and they felt enticed to go and watch the animated series afterwards with their kids as well because they just liked that story and the world building and whatnot. So the same thing could happen to Naruto, even if the movie is not that good, but if their kids want to go watch with them. So regardless of what happens, this movie is going to inject some life into the Naruto fandom. Now, if it's a complete catastrophe, like Dragon Ball Evolution, for example, it could be the last nail in the coffin. I mean, first we have Boruto and the entire desecration of the Naruto world and mythos, and now we have a horrible live-action adaptation. It seems
This guy is such a
series is
Boruto
dead.
hater.
And I mean, who knows? If the movie's successful, I don't even mean good, but if it's financially successful, it could spark more Naruto things. Maybe a new spin-off here and there, maybe a new anime adaptation. A remake of the anime would be very welcome. One Piece is doing this right now, isn't it? They have the Netflix live action, they're gonna get a new anime adaptation as the old anime adaptation is still going on. Naruto definitely has the brand name to pull something like that off. It's just a matter of the movie being good or not, and I don't like to say this, but I don't have faith this movie is gonna be good. The last good Naruto thing that came out was the Minato one-shot, and that was 100% made by Kishimoto. It feels like when he's not involved, aka the Boruto series, things just go straight downhill, and I fear he's not gonna be that involved in the movie. And even if he was very involved, Kishimoto is not the type of guy that's going to boss people around and have his way be the only way. He's a very humble guy, at least that's how he comes across every time he has an interview, and I don't think he would be the dictator Oda was when they were making One Piece, for example. But let me know in the comments what you think about this upcoming live-action Naruto movie.
Yeah, not that easy, boys. Not that easy. Could go either way, right? I guess we just have to wait and see it ourselves, man. It is how it is. We can just pray that it gets as best as we possibly can imagine. I would be more than happy if it's like similar to the One Piece adaptation. I would be very happy with that. I think the majority of people as well. But who knows, right? Who knows? Sadly, no one who wants to queue up for Arena. That's a bit unfortunate yet again. Wait, my client is bugged. My client is bugged. So the second round of the worship starts very soon. So we have so many of the treasure maps still. Let me use a couple of them. Boys, I think I might actually at least pause the stream until the game begins. Because I'm incredibly tired right now. I might take a nap, eat a little bit, and then I'll come back afterwards. I feel like that's a little bit of a better plan. For some reason I'm feeling incredibly exhausted right now. I felt pretty good when we started out, but for some reason the last hour or so yeah, it might be the weather, that's true. That is true. Because I had enough sleep. Yeah, I slept enough. Drank a little bit. Yeah, I didn't drink that much water today, honestly. Maybe that's also part of it. But dude, I'm a young man, man. I can't be that exhausted already. Maybe I am actually getting older, man. So yeah, I think I might just take like half an hour of a nap, eat something, and then I'll come back. I think that's a little bit better. But first of all, we're gonna have the second stage of the war. Pretty sure there were a second round. Or was it just Wednesday? I think there's a second. So apparently we got 5th place. Yeah, we actually did. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Top 3 would have been cooler, of course, but we'll take that. We will take that. What is going on, man? What is going on today? Did I already do these today? I feel like I did, right? Let me check real quick. Have I beaten these guys? By the way, guys, if you do not this regularly, I would highly advise doing this shit twice each day. Just in case you do get a potion. Also, if we already talk about stamina, I would like to use the last bit of stamina. I still have 4. Yeah, let's use this one. Why not? Oops. So at least one last fight we have. Let's make the best out of it. Still a little bit of time. Yo, boys, I have no clue what's going on, man. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, I'm telling you. I feel like I'm 90 years old, man. This cannot be the case. By the way, guys, if you aren't already, make sure to join my Discord. We have a pretty cool community. We always help each other out if we read the stuff, and have actually the knowledge for it. So the link to that, it should be in the live stream chat. There's a bot who posted this, or post is every now and then, so you should be able to find it. Yeah, like I've said, we have a pretty cool and friendly community who like helping out each other. And if you wanna gain more knowledge about the game, that is definitely a must-have, I would say. Yeah, let me grab some water, boys. I'll be right back. Yo, just realized that some of my neighbors are actually grilling right now, man. That smells incredibly good. I would love to have a piece. I actually hope that you cannot hear the guys talking, otherwise I'm gonna close my window again. If it's too loud. As long as it's, yeah, not annoying. It's fine, I guess, right? If it gets too loud, boys, just let me know. By the way, guys, I'm actually surprised that the last free-to-play episode didn't really perform that well, man. I mean, it didn't do bad, that's for sure, but... for some reason I expected a little bit more than that. So let's see, how is this fight gonna turn out, man? Let's check out if we even have a cool fight to begin with. Oh, this poor guy. This is not that fair. Oof. That is not really looking that fair. Is he even on the same... Yeah, he is. Poor guy. Poor guy. This plane is pretty tanky though. How much power does he currently have? 1.7, okay. But yeah, not that fair, right? If we are being honest here. No worries, boys, that was just my fingers. You do not need to call the ambulance. Oh, that was a repel? Kinda forgot about that. I totally forgot that. I haven't used that also in quite a while. Yeah, it is how it is, right? Nothing you can do about that. Okay, boys. I think I'm gonna leave it at least for now. I would say like 80%, above 60% that I'll see you later. Yet again, I hope you still enjoyed this first part of the stream, boys. I'll talk to you later. And if not, then I for sure will write it on my Discord that I'll stay offline or something. Not sure yet. Boys, have a good one. Yeah, if I can wake up. Honestly. Actually, facts. Boys, have a good one, man. Hope you enjoyed the stream so far. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.